Hi, everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new live stream, and welcome to Tuesday evening here in Moscow, Russia. The local time in Moscow is 11 p.m., and I thought I'd uh, host a live stream. I know it's a little bit short notice. I really wanted to do it on the weekend, but I was a little bit uh, tied up with other things, let's say. And I thought even doing one last night, but then I thought, well, Monday night, Tuesday night, doesn't really matter the difference of the evening time. So yeah, welcome everybody. I hope you're going to have a nice time, nice and easy, casual chat, talking about life here in Russia and all the things in between. Perhaps talking about some of the previous few videos on the channel and whether everyone's watched them or not. So yeah, let's get on into chatting now. I see there's also a few people here already live. Thanks very much for joining early. Thanks everybody who started to vote in the poll. I'm going to talk a little bit about that obviously in a few minutes. There is so far 18 votes. Of course, there's not lots of people watching. There's a few of us here, so thank you very much. Now, the oven is actually a traditional oven that would go in the, I guess, under the work surface in the kitchen, if that makes sense. It's not actually like an oven that slides into an empty space. So underneath the hot plate, the cupboard door would be removed, and then an oven would be sort of placed in there. So that's what an oven would be, or a traditional oven, I guess. Microwave, of course, we all know what they are. Air fryer or air grill. I think a lot of people know what they are as well. We've never actually owned an air fryer. We've actually owned an air grill in the past, which is the glass bowl with the heating element that is basically built into the lid. We were fortunate in the last place where we were renting before we moved here that we actually had a built-in oven and a built-in microwave and a hot plate, and the kitchen was a little bit fancy, but we obviously were renting there. We didn't own the place. And then the place we moved into now has just an electric hot plate, and that's it. No oven, no microwave, no air grill, no this, no that. So we can obviously still cook things on the hot plate in pans and, like a frying pan and normal pans to like a soup bowl pan. What are they called? So yeah, we're going to have to figure something out. So I hope if you want to, you can actually, I think you can amend the poll. I think you can even like right click and change the poll if you change your mind. That's really up to you. There's not really, it's a very easy, simple poll that I've put up there. I think maybe somebody's got all of them. I'm not so lucky to have all of them. So we don't have any of the three of them. So yeah, 18 likes as well on the live stream. Thank you if you've clicked the like button or the thumbs up button. That's super nice of you to do that during the live stream. Thank you. There's a few people who are chatting as well. So the Plastic Russian, how's it going? All the way down in this, well, let's call it the south of Russia. Hopefully you're having some warmer weather than we are having here in Moscow. It's 7 Celsius tonight here, and it's been a little bit cloudy and overcast the last few days. It's okay weather, but it's not nice weather for this time of year. So thank you, the Plastic Russian, for joining. Also, he has a YouTube channel. If anyone wants to join his channel, he's a British expat living in Russia, and he creates content about life in Russia from his point of view, similar to what I do, but I think he's a little bit more versed in talking about certain topics. So yeah, Costa Fortuna. David, hello. I think I'll forever say Costa Fortuna when I see your channel name. So yeah, David is a very active person in the Telegram chat, and he's also posted a link to it as well. He's actually over in Italy. So welcome, David. Thanks for joining. I was going to say something about Italy, but I can't remember what it was now. I don't know. It was, you know that I'd give you a shout out in almost every video. So yeah, Daniel, hello. Erica, go to bed. No, I was actually watching the football. Chelsea and Arsenal were playing. And then I was just not really into watching the game that much. I thought, you know what? I'll host a live stream. So here I am. If anyone's typing in Russian or has a Russian name, I can't read it. It always is a little bit awkward if there's a Russian name. Beloved Moscow. Oh, здравствуйте. Hello. Alexei, здравствуйте. Russell, 10 p.m. here in Budapest. Oh, Budapest. I'm going to say right. Dan van Dusburg. And I just want to say thank you to Adequate Xiaomi Guy for sending donation alerts. I didn't even mention about if people want to donate, but you're more than welcome to. Basically, it'll be a microwave fund. Hi, Russell. I didn't expect that you'll start a live stream. Maybe I missed the stream announcement. Anyway, I'm glad to see you tonight. Thank you. Yeah, I gave only like half an hour notice. I'm pretty much keeping up the consistency of not giving much notice for a live stream. So thank you. You've done my crazy idea donation on donation alerts. So thank you so much. The apartment that we're in, I think I'm fairly sure that you're already aware that we're in the apartment now that we purchased. Well, the bank purchased. We helped the bank purchase it, or they helped us, and everybody else watching helped us as well. So, yeah, thank you so much. Maxi Gilmuir. I wanted to visit Russia before Russia visits me. Not sure how that plays out. Lucas, hello. Peter, oh, hello. Also a channel member as well. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Electricity is inexpensive, yes. So pretty much the building that we're in is 14 levels, so it doesn't have gas. Pretty much most or all new modern apartments don't have gas. It's only electricity. Of course, water, electricity. So yeah. So either all three of them will be electric. So it really doesn't matter. Shushka, hello. 2010. I have a microwave with a built-in oven. Oh, yeah, the place that we were in, that we moved out of, we actually had the oven and the microwave kind of mounted in like the tall cupboard in the kitchen. So it was kind of a built-in microwave that basically got built into the cabinet. It was a little bit of a luxury, I guess, at that point. Russell, I really enjoy your videos from the financial district in Moscow. Exodus 20. Did you see my apartment tour video that I did? So yeah, I did an apartment tour video from Moscow City. Pretty cool. If you maybe have an apartment in Moscow and you want me to come and make a video, and you're obviously willing to let me do a little of a wander around, I would love to come and make more videos if you're there, Exodus. Thank you so much. Well, thanks. Thanks for being in Moscow City. Oh, thank you for donation. Tom in Hoxino Vinces. Hey, Russell, love your channel. Do you mind if I asked your age? Would like to move to Russia with my wife, who's from Siberia. Just wondering if I'm too old. Keep all from Scotland. Tom, no, 1976. So I'm kind of losing count. I'm not counting how old I am now because my wife reminds me and adds 5 years all the time. So my birthday's November 3/11/76. You know, it's really, I guess what's they saying? You're always as young as you feel. I think it really depends on what you do when you come to Russia. You know, in terms of will you work? Will you still do something, maybe work remotely? Will you find some sort of a work or business or job or something? And then you know, maybe you're going to come and let's say retire here. Then perhaps it'll be probably more stress-free and you'll feel better for it, if that makes sense. Also, I guess based on the poll, 63 votes, the oven is winning, microwave and air fryer. So I guess we're going to have an oven fund versus having the apartment fund, which of course we still need to work on finishing the payments for this place. So Peter, thank you also. I know you always don't put a comment on your super stickers or super chats, but thank you so much. I know you're always very generous during the live streams. Thank you. Yeah, from Siberia. So yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think it really matters the age that you would move here. It's just a matter of acclimatizing to life in Russia and being accepting of some of the differences. I mean, I guess from Scotland, it's probably a little bit colder up there compared to other parts of Europe or even England. So I think cold weather is not really a problem. The difference here is it's very distinctly seasonal weather. So there isn't that kind of long winters. It's kind of a pronounced winter time, and then it moves into spring, summer, autumn, and so forth. So I think it's really how comfortable you are basically getting on the plane and coming. I mean, I would probably suggest getting a tourist visa and coming for a holiday. Obviously, your wife knows all about Russia and what it's like. So, but for you, it's a matter of getting off the plane and then, how comfortable you feel or how you are about which part of Russia you're going to go live in, right? So a lot of people naturally tend to live where their family is from versus choosing another city in Russia. It's obviously natural. Your wife would probably want to live in the place where she's from or her family's from because it's just a more comfortable kind of adaptation of moving to Russia. So thank you to both of you so much. Now I've missed my place as usual. Yeah. Oh, it's 8 degrees where you are as well, Peter. Yes. Oh, Andrea, hello. Oh, okay. Exodus. So you enjoyed my video from the financial district. You're not from the financial district. Now I get it. I should probably read it. Andrea, hello. Also a long-time viewer and also very active in the Telegram chat as well. We bought the Ninja hot air oven. It does everything, even air fries. Best Buy, we have, it's about 200 US, so 20,000 euros. 20,000 euros, 20,000 rubles, give or take. It's about 100 rubles to the US dollar, euro, pound. So the Ninja, I've heard of the Ninja, Bullet Ninja, the blender. My wife has one of those. Actually, I brought it from Australia with me on one of the trips over. Hello, everybody. Hello as well. Vitali, привет. Здравствуйте. It is a universal oven. You can cook a lot of things in it. Yeah, these air fryers. My mum's got one in Australia. And when we were there back in October, we'd got a pork belly. And she just put it in there, switched it on. Like an hour later, boom. It was like pork belly and the pork crackling. Beautiful. Moscow, you should get a Metro Professional. Ooh, that's a hot air oven with an undergrill element. It's a normal power socket. Well, basically, we've already got the socket there for the hot plate. So I'd imagine we'd get somebody to come and install it. I mean, we're not going to do that ourselves. So whoever the electrician would be, they'd find the socket and everything. Don't wait for your wife to tell you to go to bed. My wife, yeah, she just doesn't like the light on because the light, if you obviously know that we've got these glass blocks that shine through to the other room. So it's not ideal, this shining light. So, metro in Moskovsky. Yes, we do have metro. Yeah, we got it. I've actually made a video in one of the metros. Yeah, not the one that's the easy one to get to. There's where I've gone and done the video at Leroy Merlin, the hardware store. There's a metro right next to it. So yeah, the one I went to make the video at was another one in another area, not too far from there. So you can enter metro. I use the degreasing pipe on the back for water for a copper. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's probably a lot more elaborate than we need, though. But yeah, back water for the copper pipe ministry in the oven for water convection. So you can make bread. Yeah, never too old. You got pet stores. There's definitely pet stores in Moscow. Pretty much in every shopping center, there's a pet shop. Not really all of them have actual animals in there physically, though. Some bigger ones have like some fish and birds and stuff. But most are pretty much just pet supply shops. You're old as the woman you feel. That's it. I have an online business. Yeah, if you can do something remotely, perfect. Check Samsung models of smart ovens. Yeah, that's the only thing with being in Russia. It's now a matter of finding the brands that are available or still available and things like that. For a wooden stove, I'm in an apartment, Lucas. No chance to have a wooden stove. If I had a house, absolutely. The oven must have a 16 amp socket. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll kind of take notes. Anonymous, thank you. Russell, do you know the channel Sasha Meets Russia? It would be great to see you together. Yeah, I know her channel. She's, well, in some videos she said she's a Russian American, and then the other video she said she's an American Russian, and then there's another one where she says that she grew up somewhere else. She's got like 4 stories, right? When she does different videos about where she's from. But yes, I know her channel. I don't watch all her videos, but I definitely know her video. Yeah, it's hard to it's easy and hard about collaborations because you've really got to find something that will suit both of you if you're going to do separate videos or a video on each other's channel. Thank you, Anonymous, whoever you might be. I love, and I'm going to say this, I don't like the word hate. I like to say the word heavily dislike. So I love and heavily dislike when people put anonymous because it makes me always wonder who that person is. I kind of love it for the fact that it's anonymous. Then I don't love it for the fact that I don't know who that person is. Yeah. Oven first, air fryer second. Air fryers use a lot of wattage and microwaves. It is out of the question. Well, it's not really a problem with the price of electricity here in terms of the usage of it. I mean, we're not going to use it, you know. I guess we'd get a lot more. I mean, we got a lot more use out of the oven in the other place because we would be able to put. We used to buy even these throwaway aluminum or aluminium foil trays. We actually had baking trays and that we'd use, like the normal metal ones that you wash. But we just buy the cheap aluminium ones that you can throw away, so you don't have to do any washing up afterwards, right? If your needs are limited to heating pre-cooked food, reheating and defrosting, and we really want to cook things in the oven like chicken wings, chicken legs, and doing shepherd's pie or cottage pies, cooking roast beef. The microwave is the ideal choice. However, if you want to cook entire meals, baking, yeah, not really baking, but definitely cooking, chicken and meats and things like that. Absolutely. Greetings from Murmansk. There is still a lot of snow in Kirov. The ski season's going on. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it was like snowing in St. Petersburg a couple of days back. I saw that on the news. She'd like to live in Moscow. Her dad is there now. Yeah, I guess that's the logical thing, right? To live in the place where family is, so that it's just an easy, comfortable fit, kind of straight away when you get off the plane. How comfortable are you in Moscow? I've been here a lot of years. So we live in Moscow region, by the way. We're about 50 kilometers from Moscow center. Something like 20 or 30 kilometers to the Makad. So we're not really in Moscow as in the center of Moscow. We're in the suburbs, or Moscow region is the outside ring of Moscow. I mean, look, last night I went for dinner with an Australian friend. We met in Moscow 7 p.m. Come 11 p.m. If anyone follows me on Telegram, I posted last night going home on the train, and I caught the metro home at midnight. Actually, the train we were on stopped at one of the didn't go to the end line to my station, so it stopped on about 7 stations short, and then it ran off empty, and the next one came along. And then I even caught the bus home. Like that would have been, I guess, 12:30, 12:40 a.m. I caught the bus that went from Salarevo metro station to Prelivka, where I live, and I walk from the highway. No problems at all. Moscow is safe. Yes. Hello from Brazil. Iki. Hello. Check the Samsung microwave models. I will. Smart ovens. It has a built-in oven. It's great for smaller families. Yeah, I mean, there's just 2 of us, right? So, okay. So, yeah, actually, let's do this. Check out the Russell Hobbs. Yeah, the Russell Hobbs kettles as well. That and the auto shows. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, there's not a car show or auto show coming up in the next month or so. I figured if I go to any more expos, it'll be probably one of the car or truck or kind of expos if I go to another one, or the food ones. Do Russians like Westerners? I think there's really, I think everybody likes everybody, right? I don't think there's really that as a question, but I just cast my vote and I would suggest an oven. They are the same. There are the same brands. Everybody's talking about this Samsung. There are some brands that have air fryer as an option, and also the shop I went to in Germany did have Chernogolovka. Oh, I've got the Mandarin down here. I don't have a drink poured out today, but I've got Chernogolovka Mandarin right down here. But I'm not thirsty, so no need for a drink. It's my best purchase since a long time. Yeah, my mum loves it. She loves it. And not like it is not like many other kitchen supplies. Yeah, my mum raves about it. Biz Jaminjajul, thank you for your super sticker. I wish you have an easier name. If you can tell me your real name, maybe it's like John or Fred or Dave, then I can definitely call you that instead. Thank you for the super sticker. And then Susan, thank you also, who's a channel member. Thank you for $10 super chat. Thank you. Super sticker. There's no comment, but that's completely fine. I think the oven fund is coming along really very fast. Or micro. Well, I would love to get an oven personally. And then I know that if we ever change the kitchen later, it could then just be removed and then put into the same place or whatever place we choose to put it. So I don't think it's a bad investment to get an oven. Obviously these air fryers, it's just a simpler purchase. I can walk to the little shopping center, carry it in the box home, plug it in tomorrow night. And it would be beautiful. Oh, you've wrote in Russian. Oh, let me just do this 1 second, everybody. Alexei, someday visit the Patriot Park in Alabama. Yes, Kubinka. There is a church there. The name of the resurrection of Christ. It is better to go there on the eve of Easter. Yeah, that's not the comment that I was commenting. Oh gosh. Okay, we'll go with that. I think you've done 2 posts. In the country, there is an oven and a microwave oven, and in the modern stove and an oven. Yes, I think I know what you mean. Yeah, we did sort of basically price up at getting a whole kitchen, but that's a little bit of a far off dream for now. So we can definitely work on it. But that was the one thing that we've talked about, is getting one of them. So I remember the highway to Vnukovo Airport. There is a metro. Yes, this is exactly where I live. Yes, and that's where I catch the bus from Prelivka to Salarevo, and then actually from Salarevo over to where that metro is. It's only, well, you can actually catch a free bus over there. It's only 10 minutes. Thank you. Oh, it was brilliant, the changing of the guard. Thank you. Yeah, I did that yesterday. Actually, I went to go meet my friend for dinner, and I filmed that. I went into Moscow like 2 or 3 p.m. and I didn't go for dinner till 7. So yeah, it was kind of let me say it was an easy video. Everything's easy once you get there and are ready to film it, So it's just making that decision of what to do and how to do it. How do things taste after air frying them? Oh, what my mum cooks was all good. You don't complain. Cat food than dog food. I saw videos in your supermarkets. That's funny. Cats, yes, because of apartment living. A lot of people have smaller dogs though. But then actually, where I live, you see people walking bigger dogs. I found that tastes like a Danish type of rye bread. Did you watch the latest video from Sam's? I didn't watch his latest video. No, I messaged him today. because I hadn't talked to him in a couple of days in a row. So I'm just catching up with how he is, because he kind of goes off the airwaves for a few days in a row and then he jumps back on again. So I haven't seen. I've watched these videos about the YouTubers, if that makes sense. Convection oven. That would be, well, I think for this apartment, it's probably a little bit too fancy. Susan, hello. Thank you for also the super chat. 500 euros for electricity. We're probably going to be struggling to pay 20 euros for the electric. Okay, this is an apartment, right? 50 square meter apartment. But electricity and water will be about 20 euros per month. Oh, we don't have mains electricity. Takes hours to cook anything. Wow. If you want to cook meat, then you need an oven. Yes. I was going to suggest a small countertop toaster oven. My wife, Susan, my wife, showed me pictures of one of them yesterday. This countertop oven, like this, a toaster oven, but they're too hard to clean. Yes, that's the next problem. Yeah, I just didn't think it would be big enough to be able to put things in it. I saw what they look like. 3 months, rounding up and converting to rubles, 19,000. Geez, Louis. Okay, that's a lot. So roughly 30 euros a month will be the water, electricity, and the apartment costs. I think it's a tiny bit higher in winter because we pay for central heating. Cheers from Texas. Love your content. Thank you. Fuzzy Dice. Thank you. Microwave or an air fryer combo. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're looking at. What's the Walmart version in Russia? They're all pretty much the same. Pretty much what you can buy in Walmart, you can buy here. Just a lot of the brand names are slightly different. 4 euros a month. So 400 rubles. No, it must be 40 rubles, I think you're thinking. Probably Nelly, unless you're paying very low electricity prices over that way. Good night, everybody. Yes. What is that drink like? Yes, it's basically like a mandarin. So you think of Fanta, but it's a mandarin orange rather than a traditional orange soda. It's very tasty. I like it anyway. Beanie. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Beanie. Cheers. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat. It's for oven, an air fryer. Yes, it's for the oven. Congrats on your new. Yeah, thank you, Susan. Yes, we're here. We're in. We have done basically things we need to do in the bathroom. That's the critical things that we've now got finished. Yesterday, the guy came to change the water dials. So if you're in Russia, the hot and cold pipe that comes into the apartment has a dial. In Russia, they've got a meter for the hot and the cold water. But the plumber, when he came to fix the toilet and the towel rail, he suggested to change the dials, and then the little fittings before and after it weren't in the best condition. So he's replaced them as well. So that's now. So we've got now new dials on, and then we've got to just lodge a form with the local administration for the change of the meters. How big an air fryer you're looking at? How many liters? I don't know. I should know. I'll tell you what I don't know. And then, is it this one? I don't think. Do they even say how many liters? 3.5. They do. 3.5. 3.5. 4 liters. 4 liters. 5 liters. I didn't even know there was different liters. 3.8. I didn't even know that there was different liters. Oh, okay. L as in how big a basket. Okay. Or how many L's. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the thing with an air fryer is we can go buy it tomorrow, plug it in tomorrow night, and have dinner with it tomorrow night. The oven would have to get delivered, which would be because we can't carry it home, right? Then we just need to get an electrician in, to do it afterwards. Yeah, Patriot Bark. Yes, I've been there a few times. I haven't made a video there. I went there with my wife as well once, and I've been there on my own a couple of times. Kilmanic Show. Ostankinskoye Bashna. I guess that's Ostankina Park. And Ismailova, it proves that you listen to your followers and your suggestions. Dragon Rider, yes. I've been asked actually to have both. The Moscow City one I asked in my Telegram chat, actually. And then Ismailova one, I've been asked a few times here on the live streams about it. It doesn't heat over 200 Celsius. Okay. But the Metro one does. Yeah, we probably not going to do pizzas in it. We can buy pizza takeaway. Much easier. Russell, we love your channel. Thank you. You have a good channel. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And 82 thumbs up. Whoever's done a like, thank you. And 129 votes on the poll as well. Are you and Sam friends? We absolutely are. Yes, we've never met in real life. We are going to do that. I had him on the channel. We do actually have a plan to meet up. I'm going to go to Vladimir, spend a few days there. My wife is more than happy for me to get out of the house for a few days. But yes, we do talk pretty much every day. Oh, Fireflux, hello. How's it going? Doing good. A little bit late for a live stream, but I think a lot of people like this time. It works comfortably for everybody around the world. 275 euros for gas. Yeah, this apartment obviously is a bit smaller than, say, some that are bigger. But yes, water and electricity is very cheap, or let's say very reasonable, let's call it, just to be more politically correct. Thank you for the stars. Oven is my answer. Thank you, Biker. I use microwave a lot when I was young, but grew up and more to use an oven. Oh, from Alex from Govorovo. Здравствуйте. Food is just tasty and not as dry as in a microwave. Yes, a microwave is really just for reheating things, not really for cooking things, right? So that's pretty much the microwave's use, I think, anyway. And in Australia, defrosting things sometimes. Everything is lightened. Every tree in every park, for instance. Electricity is less than 200 a month in winter, but goes up to 400 a month. It's all about air conditioning. Yeah, I mean, in summer here, you could have air conditioning. And some people in this building have. You can see the air conditioning units on the walls outside. And we in all three places. Well, one out of the four places we've lived in this building had air conditioning. We pretty much never used it. I don't think we even turned it on, maybe once or twice. Spanish Miranda. I still know. No, Miranda is Pepsi, though, which is now Frustal. So Miranda is Pepsi, and now the Pepsi in Russia is called Eves or Everest. And then the Miranda became Frustal. And it tastes exactly like Miranda from the Pepsi factory, which has got a new label on the bottle. We got mains gas this week, so cheap heating in the winter. Plus, I might heat the pool with it. Wow. Gas pool heat. Wow. Yeah, they won't. Gas in apartments in Russia is pretty much only in the lower level buildings, so like the 5-level Khrushchevkas and things like that. In these high-rise ones, they just don't put it in there. Yeah, these toaster ovens. Yeah, my wife talked about this a few times. I'm not a big fan of them. Actually, someone mentioned that they're about cleaning them. Oh, and it is easy to clean. Ivanka, hello. You need to chat to Vitali because he's asking about what days that we might do the channel meetup, because he wants to make sure his work off days match up with when we are going to have this traveling with Russell get together. Very interesting. Yes, Susan. Yes, grab it, watch. He also does live streams as well. He's done a few of them. Very good. Knows fairly well. One thing I didn't think about the air fryer, it's just a tiny convection oven. Yeah, we won't really have that problem. Actually, what we did in the last place is we put it on the balcony rather than having it actually plugged in the kitchen. So we just plug it in on the balcony, and the windows always open out there so that the steam or the smells can go straight outside. Only got one air conditioning and paid 4,000. Wow, okay. Oh, it's oil heated all of next year. YouTube Summit. Well, that's going to be at your place, the YouTube Summit. Remember, we're going to be doing that at your place. I'm going to somehow convince Sam to drive me and himself to your place. And we're going to have a YouTubers Summit in southern Russia. Well, Jimmy, I asked my wife to be on the live stream tonight. I asked her this afternoon. I asked her at lunchtime. I asked her in the morning. And she just completely doesn't. Well, I wanted to come on the live stream, but she just doesn't want to come on the live stream. And she only has to sit next to me. And I can pretty much run the live stream like I'm doing. And she can just jump in and chime in as she likes. What is the Russian Coca-Cola like? Or can you still get Coke? Yes, you can absolutely get Coke here. You can get Coke from Afghanistan. Let's see how my zooming in is. Check out that. Let's turn that around. From Bagram Industrial Estate, Kabul, Afghanistan. Water, sugar, cut. There's only the normal things. Real sugar in it as well. So that is real Coca-Cola from a real Coca-Cola factory. You can also buy it from Poland, Turkey, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, pretty much any country. Iran as well. I've had Iranian Coca-Cola, Portuguese Coca-Cola. I had some bottles brought over to me by Joanna, by Ivanka. I finished all 4 of them now. When we moved to the house, I basically drank one. Actually, I told you that story, right? So my wife brought me, when I was moving stuff up and down, she brought me the Coca-Cola bottle. And then we realized we didn't have a bottle opener to open it. So never use heating at all in the tropics. Yeah, in Australia, we had air conditioning in our place. And I definitely used it. In my parents' house, they use it a lot. And then my sister's house, she's got the ducted air conditioning. So she can do heating and cold and cooling. Heating and cooling. It sounds so fancy. Kabul Cola. Yes, this is really Coca-Cola from the... So basically, all around the world, Coca-Cola has factory. Well, they either have a factory or they have it produced in a factory under license. Uncle Chuckles, thank you. Spasiba, пожалуйста. Spasiba большое. Iran Coca-Cola. Yes, the one I've had is in a glass bottle, similar to the Portuguese-looking glass bottle. Actually, at the food market or the Rinok by the Kiev Highway where we live. Now it's on the other side of the building, not on this side. When we were in the other place, I could just point to the window and it was there. They've even got Italian Coca-Cola. She had a whole shelf of Coca-Cola. She had from Mexico. I remember Mexico and Italy she mentioned. Cool Coca-Cola, yes. Real sugar, yes. When I worked on cruise ships and we sailed down to Cozumel and to Progreso, I would go and get the glass bottle Coca-Cola, the real sugar or sugar cane Coca-Cola. No, I'm using I'm using the, what do you call this? Osmo. I forgot what it's called. Oh, I've closed the cupboard. I've got the box in the cupboard up here, but I've closed it. It's also a gimbal as well. And I can actually, let me see if I can make it just do this. And it's also on a tripod. You can do all sorts of jiggling around. And we can swing it around like this and then down. There we go. That's a bit better. No, that's a bit awkward now. You just have to do it a little bit at a time. This actually is very fancy, this live stream camera, because it's also got face detect and I've got it switched off, but when you do like the L, it's not switched on to do this. It then turns on, and if you move, the camera moves with you. And it's also got different functions. Tracking, whiteboard, overhead mode. Oh, there you go. It's not doing that so well, but it has the ability to show the desk and do like a top-down mode. I've got a fan now next to my computer for when it overheats. Let's just get back to where I was here. I should have this preset, but I don't. Oops. Yeah, so the Pocket 3 can be used as a live streaming camera. So you can set it up and then you actually live stream it through the DJ app. You download the DJ app onto your phone and then it can live stream to YouTube via using the Pocket 3. Hello. We don't have deposit on Coca-Cola cans. No, it pretty much goes in the bin. And then I hope it gets recycled. In Australia, we did. We got 10 cents refund if we brought the can back for recycling. Well, something in my eye there. But in Russia, there's, well, this is from Afghanistan, so I don't think we're going to be taking it back there, right? Well, where's the focusing? Because it's on me, that's why. Chill before serving. So yeah, I just always hope that it gets recycled. Everywhere spreading diabetes around the world. Yes, unfortunately. That's the only one I've had in, well, since I was at Crocus City last week. Actually, that's been in the fridge for 3 days. My wife bought it from the food market a few days back, and it's been sitting in the fridge, and she brought it to me tonight while I was watching a TV show. I've talked about getting LASIK. I think I'm too old for LASIK now. My wife mentioned about me going to have it done. I think there's an age limit or restriction. I'm not too sure. Yes, absolutely would trust getting anything health related done here in Russia. Absolutely would. I can definitely eat KFC. There's a KFC down the road at the shopping center by the train station. Yeah, I don't have it too often, but yeah, Mexican cola is the best. Absolutely is. England, hello. I've lived here just about 10 years since I originally came unknown, so I don't have that worry. I guess if you look at the news from Australia last week, they had their 2 different knife attacks over 3 days in Sydney, which is pretty scary. One of the Westfields is the brand of shopping center. I mean, I was working at a shopping center. I was working at a Westfield in Perth when I was, during COVID, I was working at supermarkets. And I was working at a, Westfield is the chain of shopping centers. There's Westfields in England and all over the place. They're very big shopping centers. Are you bothered by the questions? I'm not bothered by any questions. Can you still get Coca-Cola with cocaine in? I don't know about that. I don't think so. Hello from Russia. Здравствуйте. Have a question from the grocery tours. What are all those flavors of ketchup and mayonnaise? The only flavors in the US are low sugar, organic, mystified by all the ketchups. Yeah, so I think, isn't it famous that ketchup or Heinz has like 57 varieties, right? So they're all basically just different flavors of the ketchup. And a lot of them are like barbecue sauce type things. So you can use them for cooking, for shashlik, for barbecues, for marinating. And the same with the mayonnaise. There's just different ingredients with the mayonnaise. So there's like egg mayonnaises. There's like vegetable mayonnaises, some with like peppers and things like that. Yeah, there's a lot to choose from. I had LASIK 3 years ago. Yeah, I guess I just need to go to a place and get a. These are now prescription glasses. I didn't used to have them. I used to have just readers for a long time. Yeah, we did talk about last year about going to an optometrist or ophthalmologist, I think it's the right one, to see if it's possible. But we kind of keep ruling it out without even going there about the age thing. With non-Latin letters on 1 year ago and took a photo of it. I think it was just from Iran. Yeah, so I think Iran or people just keep saying the Middle East. If you saw the video of me at the Vietnamese shopping center, and when I ordered lunch, they pretty much only had the Dobra colas or the real Coca-Cola in the fridge. So I'm like, I'll just get the real Coke. And I said, oh, where's it from? And she said, oh, it's from the Middle East. I said, oh, it's not from the Middle East, because I know the size of this can is the Afghanistan one. And I said, oh, let me show you. And I showed her it was Afghanistan. She was like, okay, stand corrected. I'll know it for next time. Yeah, cherry Coke from Poland. Yeah, actually at the Toydom, the supermarket that I showed in the Crocker City video. They've got the Polish or the Turkish Coca-Cola there. Yeah, and then also in Globus hypermarket, they've got the Polish Coca-Cola. Actually, they had an English Coca-Cola there as well. 179 euro on a one can and sticker for 25 euro. Yeah, so they're the imported ones, but you can't obviously get the refund in Russia. Wow, the Heinz family's worth $1 billion. Wow. We should have invented tomato sauce. Oh, they corrected like 4 months ago. Definitely get it done here in Russia. It's so cheap and great care. Yes. I think politics don't seem to play a part in people's choice about countries. I think people have perceptions about different places, and a lot of people have that about Russia until they come here, and then like my Australian friend yesterday that I went for dinner with, he had visited a few times, and he's still in shock by everything when he compares it to Australia, and obviously coming to live in his wife, his family is pretty much from Moscow, or not far from the center of Moscow. So, and even I was trying to explain the difference between living 50 kilometers away versus living in the center. Even that's completely different. Oh, thank you for donation alerts. I can translate your name. Eugene, thank you. Good evening, Russell. Your videos are really interesting. Thank you for donation alert. Donation. It doesn't pop up on the screen because I'm using StreamYard, which doesn't have a way to put the little thing up on the screen here. But I've got a text box open on my other monitor, which is really on this side. And it just comes up straight away. So it doesn't show the time though. Okay, so 23 minutes ago, 32 minutes ago, and then now. And then the previous one was 9 days ago. So that was probably when I did my last live stream. So yeah, let me show you this. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Should we do that one? So yeah, I've got this little text box that I've decided to pop up right here. So yeah, I've got these are a couple of different websites. So one is called MVideo, which is a very well-known homeware store, electronics, gadgets, phones, anything for your kitchen. They've got pretty much everything: laptops, air conditioning, TVs, refrigerators. Hurry up and buy. So yeah, these are the ovens that they've got there. So I put it from cheapest first. So 16,000. So 160 euros or dollars, pounds. And then, so there's a lot of them that are about the same price. Electric ovens, and 18 Everlux, Thompson, Homs Air. Pretty much don't know any of these brands. Electric oven. Maybe this is the brand that this store has. Darina, Ginzu. I guess that's Chinese in some kind. So let's go to maybe I'll go to the most expensive one. Sorry if it's scrolling too fast. Well, 1.5 million rubles. Wow. Mile. Check out that thing. That's pretty fancy. So that's like $6,000. Is that right? Holy dooly. Fulgor Milano. Cooper batch. Okay, I didn't really realize they go that expensive, but they sound pretty fancy. Didn't you say about Samsung? Is there a Samsung here? There's a ton of brands. Hisense, Hotpot, Hyundai, Jackie's. Oh, no Samsung. Oh, zero Samsungs. This is one store, right? There's obviously a lot of shops. Maxime, hello. You drop by to say hello. Yeah, I think we'll sort of go back to the cheapest options for the ovens. And I did actually put it by 50 to 70 millimeters because that's the cupboard is 600 millimeters. So 60 centimeters. So perhaps we're limited to the model because of the size of the opening that we're going to put it in. Yeah, look at that, more than 600. Well, that's interesting how many there are. Oops. Oh, now I'm going too fast. Let's go to like page 4 and see how much they go up to over there. So 24,000, so 250 euros, dollars, pounds. That's quite a lot of choices. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting that 60 centimeter one. Crazy idea time for the 1.6 million ruble oven. 1.6 million. We can actually get the kitchen for. It's not even close to that price. The whole kitchen was 179,000, and then that was the installation price, 28,000. So Mile is Italian as well. So maybe, David, when you come to Russia, you can, instead of bringing a suitcase with clothes, you can just bring an oven as a check-in for me. Let me just go back to the chat for a second. If you have gas connection, I would go absolutely with an oven. Yeah, we don't have gas in this building, 100%. But if only electricity, I would agree with another person's suggestion of both an air fryer and a microwave. Alan, thank you. Yeah, I mean, look, they're obviously much simpler. You just buy it, plug it in, and you're good. I mean, the idea is if we were to get this kitchen, well, let's just go to my picture here. Then we would, this side, we'd do the built-in thing right here. As it is now, it would just go below this part in the existing kitchen. If you've seen the video of the Russian typical cheap apartment tour, that's this place. It's splash of rum in it, yes. Or if you get some Gosling's Black Seal rum, and you get some ginger ale and have a dark and stormy. William, hello in Greenwood in USA. Hello. Russians don't like the Western nations very well. Yeah, I think it's just a big, look, honestly, I think there's more curiosity about all of us that are coming here from other countries. And even yesterday on the train on the way home at midnight, the couple of young guys were sitting across from me, and we were just chatting for a few minutes, not too long. And they were asking, why did I come here? Where am I from? And there's this curiosity about it as well. Russians don't think like Western nations. Sorry. Thank you, Slave. Thank you for the interesting videos. You're very welcome. 1965. And we don't like we like the Westerners, but we don't like the governments. I think everywhere doesn't like their governments. How do you know how much it is cost if you sell at flea markets? You can just ask people the price of things. You mean, obviously most things don't have a price on it. Flea markets, it's all kind of negotiable in a way. They'll tell you the price. You can barter them down or not, and if they accept it or not, then so be it. I mean, I didn't really. When I tend to go there, I don't really go mind to buy anything. I really like to just go and have a window shop, even when I've been before and just walked around without a camera. Even as a Western, you don't like Western governments. Oh, you just got the Telegram app. Thank you. So you can also follow me. So yeah, Traveling with Russell channel. And then Plastic Russian channel. Also, you can follow him as well. I don't recommend the Miele. Well, it's a crazy price. Where is that most expensive? What's this one? Yeah. But I am searching by that size of it. So I guess if I took the 600 millimeters away, then yeah, it's still the top dog one there. So premium, it says. Where was that thing that? Yeah. Crazy idea time. Yeah, I don't need 1.6 million. I mean, 1.6 million, I can get like gold taps and maybe a gold air extractor here. So the whole kitchen would be 200,000 rubles. So I'm trying to learn Russian. Do you have any tips on learning? The Australian guy that I chatted to yesterday said he's using Duolingo on an app, and then once a week he was meeting like a Russian speaking club. So he met them in person, or he'd meet them online and do like a Skype call with them, and he was doing perfectly fine. The best eye doctor on earth. People flying from all over the world. Relays are from Poland. What does it say where they're from? I'm sure they probably do. A lot of the Russian stuff has way too many like information on their website about the brand. Maybe it doesn't. All features. 1.4 million. There you go. So, country of manufacture, Germany, it says. Well, production lines can be located in several countries. This does not affect the quality of the equipment. All factories of the brand work according to common standards, and finished products are subject to appropriate controls. There you go. That's the Melee one. I'll just put that up here. So that's, yeah, the Russian websites basically detail everything about, okay, this has obviously got a lot of function information, but, and this little thing when you pop it up, it tells you there about the production lines. Carl Melee. Wow, Viking range has got up to 20,000. Yeah, the hot plate's perfectly fine. This one is a classic electric hot plate. The one we had in the place we moved out of was the induction. Yeah, print out the letters and try to read the names. Yeah, that's the same when you go on the metro too. Okay, the metro has it in English and Russian, but it's always interesting to stare at the next station graphic on the metro when you're riding it. I never got on Duolingo. I don't like the random stuff it teaches you. Well, fair enough. Oh, the bear in pink and friendly. Thank you for the plug. Or anytime. Gave up on Duolingo. Oh, you joined plastic as well. Think need a new oven top, maybe reason for 500 euros. Yeah, let's go. Where is the catalog? So when you use a desktop in Russia, by the way, so it's Russian, then it jumps over to English for you. Home appliances. I won't find this twice now, will I? Kitchen appliances, this one. Cooking, electric grills. Gas stoves, electric stoves, this one. Oh, there's wine cabinets there as well. These are, okay, these are the normal ones, which we won't use one of these because there's a perfectly good space there. We wanted a table plates, isn't that one? Oh, there's a few here. These are the plug-in kind of single ones. I just want to see what that one there says. Brewing centers. Is that for... Look at these. 500,000. Berezoni Brew House. Smeg Berezoni Brew House. That's proper fancy. All features. Where is that one from? Is that there? We're going from Italy. Berezoni Brew House. My snake is in the taxi. The owl is smart and cute. Cobber. That's a good Australian word. None of the three, but a mini oven with dehydrator. Oh. Yeah, we've never had a toaster. Can you believe that? We had in Australia a toaster, but here we've never had one. from Belgium. Hello. Yeah, there's Italian, the Russian YouTube channels that teach Russian. Maybe Steel Ascot is good. New to the channel, John, welcome. Hello to you. Yeah, so this is MVideo. So MVideo actually has all sorts of electronics, stuff for your house, kitchen, or whatever. And then the other one is El Dorado, which is actually in my local shopping center, walking distance. And these are the air fryers here. So I just pulled it up, air fryer on this one. I didn't really, and it's got Xiaomi, Caribe, Arrivet, Leco, Hipper, Lazotto. So yeah, so not so really expensive. I mean, it's $70, 70 euros, $45, $150. So yeah, I guess it's not so expensive for air fryer as an option. And then the microwaves start at about $50 and go upwards, depending on how big you kind of want the microwave. There's also a ton of brands. There's LG and Samsung. Let's go to those. I think they go up a little bit more. Okay, $150, $120, $170. So that's the microwaves. Eldorado, I think, has ovens. I'm sure they do. But they'd have to get it delivered and installed, right? So what happened? Okay, we're not going to get too far with this because it's every time I press it, it's not saving it for me. There's a million choices of things here. Like Eldorado's got a lot of electronics as well, computer stuff, home appliances, washing machines, household products, kitchen appliances, water coolers, built-in appliances, ovens. What have they got? Bonuses, discounts. They've got two. Oh, there's a lot more. Here we go. So $700, $600 for these are basically in cabinet kitchen. So I thought I'd have them on standby so you could actually see all the choice. I'm just going to close them so my computer's not as tired and stressed. Air fryers are overrated. Also, the plastics in an air fryer are possibly toxic when you're cooking at high temperatures. Go with an oven for roasting and a microwave for reheating. There's a good idea. Well, the oven I'd love because then we can do roast beef. We can do shepherd's pie. We can do my teriyaki chicken wings, which I miss already. Siemens IQ 700. That sounds fancy. No, that's the Siemens. I've closed the screen sharing now, but my Q700 is a washing machine. Siemens is a washing machine. Instruction manual. Maybe it's not the same thing. Oh, jacket potatoes, yes. Oh, yes, with a big dob of butter. I don't even need anything fancy on my jacket potatoes. Loaded with butter, cheese, and baked beans. Well, then you can also put the bacon scraps as well. Basically, the bacon pieces. Oh, stop. Stop it. Oh, I mean, look, you can go to a roast potato takeaway place here, Kroshka Katochka. Bacon and mayo, yes. And a lot of nice things that you can do in an oven if you had an oven. So yeah, I was just wondering also, has everybody watched my last couple of videos? I'm going to end the poll right here just because I think we've got 203 votes. Thank you. Wow, how did we get 200 votes if we've got 100 people watching? And then 124 thumbs up. Thank you if you've clicked it. Or maybe I just looked up the wrong, I just basically copied and pasted it into Google and it showed me a washing machine. So it's a microwave with steam option. Wow, steam option. That's really fancy. What am I doing here? Oh, gas or thank you, Tcash, for your super chat. Gas or electric microwave? Well, we plug in electric, right? Stay away from Samsung. Sharp brand yeah, Sharp microwaves for 20 years. I can't remember what my mum and dad's brand was. They had it for so long. And then when we moved to Australia during COVID, I noticed magically mum had a new microwave. And then next couple of days later, she carries her old one over to our place. And my mum had like great excuse to buy new kitchen stuff. Then we could get all the hand-me-downs. That's the only thing in Russia here. We don't have anybody to get hand-me-downs from. Yeah, basically, it's only electric in the kitchen here. So there is the socket already behind where the hot plate is on top of the kitchen worktop, and then the cupboard the door would get removed and the shelf, and then the oven would slot into that. There's already the cable there and the plug, like a hard socket, I guess you'd call it. So, yeah, no gas, unfortunately. Peter, thank you as well for your super sticker. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, everybody who's done. Tom, Peter, Beanie, Susan, Tcash. Thank you. And then Eugene, Anonymous, and Xiaomi guy who did donation alerts. Thank you. And then if anyone might have used Boosty, I don't have a way to check Boosty while I'm on the computer at the same time. And then maybe someone even did, what's the other one called? SberBank, which is the bank. People send money to the bank, to my bank. Really, it all goes to my wife anyway. So really, I just have like a pocket money, I guess is the right description for it. I just have pocket money, and my wife asked me if I need money putting on my card when I go out. Can you drink tap water? You can, yes. A lot of people don't, though. They either have filtered water, where they've got like a second tap with a filter underneath, which we had in the other place. Here, we definitely don't have it because it's not set up. But my wife drinks bottled water because she just prefers it. Your oven has the steam function. Wow. I don't think even at home my sister or my mum and dad they've just got normal wall ovens. I don't think they've got any fancy option. I think all ovens have the steam option now. Oh, maybe I just don't cook enough to realize about the different features of these. Miele is a good brand. It's very reliable. Well, for that price, I would hope so, John. Electric stove burnt your hand. Yeah, my wife's got a few battle scars from over the years as well. Half the cooking time of an oven. Yeah, I think, obviously the oven is great for cooking things and roasts and chicken and things like that. But this air fryer for us to be able to put something in and kind of set it and forget it style cooking would be perfect. You're so positive. Thank you, Evelyn. You're very nice to say that. Thank you so much. Sorry when I look down because I'm looking down at the chat, which will be right here, which is really on my screen over here. And then the camera's up. Oh, it's over here. So I've lowered the camera down to be more at eye level. It's obviously difficult to look at the chat and look at the camera as well. So just for mandarins for 119 rubles. A little bit dry though. It's really potluck, isn't it? I know sometimes people tear one open and look at them. I'm waiting for the strawberries and the grapes to come down a bit in price. They had some on the market, on the street when you walk from the train station. Not yesterday, the day before I was down there. And they were like 450 rubles for a kilo. But it was a big container of them. It wasn't like a small container of them. It's the guy that's just on the street and you just give him cash or do bank transfer. I was in Australia twice last year. I didn't make any videos. I made the one escalator video at the airport when we flew back to Bali. So yeah, there's no plan to go to Australia this year unless some fairy angel sends money for some flights. My parents have got their 50th wedding anniversary, 50 years wedding anniversary in June. June the 15th is that the date? They're having a dinner on the 15th of June in Bali. My sister and her husband are going, and then my mum's sister and husband are flying from England to Bali. I mean, we would love to go, but obviously moving into this place and having, the cost of things for this place just makes it a little bit of a stretch to pay the tickets to fly to Bali. I would love to go for the fact that just for their 50th wedding anniversary, we just have to see what we can do. I don't know about that. So yeah, there's no plan to go to Australia. I mean, it would make sense because it's only 3 hours from Bali to Perth. But my parents are going there for 2 weeks. My sister will be there for, I think, 9 or 10 days. And then my auntie and uncle from England are coming for 2 weeks also. We did find cheap China Southern flights, Moscow to somewhere in China, and then China to Bali or Denpasar. We'd prefer to fly either Qatar or Emirates, though, but I have Faber. Is that a brand, perhaps? They got good customer service. You were lost for words meeting at Christmas. I've added our picture for the profile for now. Oh, I can't see. Oh, I can. Okay, I can't see it when I put it on the screen. Oh, it's very tiny. Oh, that's a shame. You've added it as the profile photo. I can see it. What it does in Russia, it doesn't show the channel icons. When you met me at Christmas. Wow, nice picture, by the way. And I do post them all on Telegram when I take selfies or so forth, back and forward, right? Imagine yesterday I went for dinner with an Australian guy from Sydney, and we didn't take a photo together. I realized on the train home that we didn't take a photo to have proof of life. And it cooked from the inside out. The poor thing was running around for several minutes. No, don't say that. You cooked live lobster in a microwave. You meant to put them out. You meant to stun them and put them in isn't that like hot water or cold water or something when you do a lobster or in Australia you got crayfish. I want to learn so when I eventually come properly. I'd love to go one day. I don't know Rutov. I've not heard of the name though, but I don't know where it is in Moscow. Not everybody knows every part of Moscow, right? So it's east of Moscow, says Wikipedia. Buses and taxis, metro. Okay, there's Rutov train station from Kursk railway station. Novokosino, 7 stations from the center of Moscow. Rutov's twin sister city is Mansfield, United Kingdom. So Rutov has a twin city. That's interesting. I just Googled Rutov. Yeah, east of Moscow. I'd probably been there for some reason, but I didn't know I was probably there. So thank you for the smiles. Home animations. I'm certain that I replied to one of your comments on maybe an old video today on uh, on YouTube, because I was searching for other comments and yours came up, and I'm certain that I replied to your animations, and you've got a very big YouTube channel, like really big. I'm gonna just look it up on my other screen here, and I'm sure this is you. Animations. This is 10 million. If this is you with 10 million YouTube subscribers, I was in shock. YouTube channel. Wow. Congratulations for 10 million subscribers, by the way. And you had 500,000 views on a video from one day ago. Maybe I need to be asking you some tips. Wow. Oh, you've been going since 2017. Big congratulations. Home innovation. Oh, you're on Telegram too. Maybe I'll chat to you on Telegram or say hello to you there. And thank you for donation alerts. Good night is all you put, is good night. Maybe you're going to sleep, right? Because it's 12 o'clock. I understand totally. We'll go for about another 15 minutes now here on the live stream. So thank you so much, Home Animations. Yeah, I know your channel from earlier today. I replied to a couple of comments on older videos. 10.4 million subscribers. That's just... I hope one day to get to 1 million and get the plaque and everything. I've got the plaque for 100,000 sitting on the sofa next to me here, because I want to put it up on the wall. Well, I'm going to have to put it behind me, aren't I? Thank you, Home Innovations, for donation alerts. It's really, really, thank you. I'm sorry, everybody. But I'm sorry, with donation alerts, I don't say how much people send, because I don't. So whatever somebody sends, it's up to them as a person who sends it. Obviously, with super chats and super stickers, you can obviously see it, right? So, man, we can get an oven very soon. Vulcan, sending you 50K in 5 minutes. I'm your old subscriber. Nobody must miss their family enough for a round trip. I mean, I'd love to fly to Bali. Really, because we moved into this place, we obviously have other expenses that we need to cover. I mean, obviously fixing things like the bathroom now. The plumber's now been 3 times. We couldn't get it all done in one time that he came, so we want him to come back and now replace the tap, or the faucet, the sink tap, because it's very corroded. We can't clean it and shine it up. Nightlife in Moscow. Well, yeah, I think you were on a lot of old live streams, if I remember. Yeah, I don't really go out late. Last night was a bit of an anomaly, where I went for dinner and we actually were just chatting until at 11:30 from 7. 4.5 hours we sat and chatted. But it was really nice. And now he's flown out tonight, I think. I think he flew out tonight, because I was going to go meet him this morning, or yesterday morning, but it was just too early to get over there. Slowly turn up the heat. It will stay in there and die. Well, I'm not into frogs. T-Cash isn't reflecting with whom should I contact. The member option. I don't know. I guess there's some sort of YouTube support. I don't know lots about how that works with who you can contact for the membership option. Yeah, basically your name would change colors to this like green color. So I don't know that part of the answer. Boiling frogs originated from. No. JS, hello. Oh, Peter, how's it going? How's it going? I hope you're having, well, it's early morning in Perth, right? So this is my dad's brother, by the way, everybody, Peter. Commonly known as Pommy Pete. So plastic Russian. This is my dad's brother. Sorry, my dad's name is Tony or Anthony Otway. And then this is my dad's brother who's in Australia. But his nickname is Pommy Pete. Why did you move to Russia? I fell in love with a Russian lady, and I'm here. That's my answer that I will famously give, and it's a nice story, which is completely true, and basically makes sense. I love your videos, especially from your descriptive ability. Interesting and relaxing. Thank you. From Italy, we've got 2 Italians watching, yourself and David. From Italy. Yeah, I've been to Italy a few times. I worked on cruise ships in the shipyard for Fincantieri in Marghera, which is the one near Venice, and then Monfalcone, which is on the other side of Italy. The famous Pommy Pete, yes. It's very interesting. Pete knows this story. So, well, he is the story. But there'll be people to this day that would know Peter in Fremantle, where he lives, because he worked on the wharfs as a longshoreman, or in Australia they call them wharfies, but in America they call them longshoremen. And they were all given nicknames over the years, and it basically, no one had the same nickname, and it's stuck. Austria is watching as well. Austria and Australia. Sometimes there's even T-shirts you can buy. I'm pretty sure in Austria you sell them. I don't know in Australia, but I'm sure in Austria they've got them some souvenir shops where they've got, it's Austria, not Australia. Russia is way better politically than Australia. I mean, look, we love and dislike. I'm gonna say this dislike thing instead of hate. We love and hate them at the same time, right? The politicians. I mean, there is an element of politicians who do great things for the place where they live, or the region, or the county. And then there's some that obviously have other agendas. I hope you and your wife are doing well. Thank you. Yes, we're in our apartment now. If you watch the video of, it's about 5 videos ago, I did an apartment tour. This is the place where we're living. I was thinking of doing all the things wrong with our apartment video, but I'm not personally very negative about things when I make a video. So it would be kind of awkward to film that style of video. But because I'd be nitpicking, like on the toilet, the lid of the tank of the toilet has got chips on it. Like I don't know how you chip a toilet lid. And even if you drop it, surely it would break. Like, it wouldn't chip. But we can't essentially probably get a replacement. We'd have to replace the whole toilet. But I could make a video about all the little tiny things that we should either fix or correct or change. Thank you. Yes, we're heading off as well. Everybody will be heading off in about 7 more minutes. That's what we say when people confuse them. Right. No kangaroos in Austria. When you send you money, just what? Let me just read this again. Sorry. Why isn't your account locked when we send you money? Just like what happened to the Canadian guy, at Countryside Acres. So basically, everything that I've got set up is in Australia. So particularly for YouTube, I don't know how Donation Alerts registers it, but I know for Boosty, for PayPal, for whatever, it's all set up in Australia. And then SberBank is where, particularly if you're in Russia, you can do bank-to-bank transfer, which you just put in your phone number and you can send somebody money and they can send you money, and likewise. So what happened with him was, when his channel kind of blew up very, very quickly, he put his Russian bank card number, I think, or his phone number for the bank card. and then obviously his predominant audience is Russians, and people sent him money from all over Russia very quickly. And then the bank basically froze his accounts because they were worried there was kind of like a fraud thing happening with sending money. So if, let me say hypothetically, 50 people sent you money within a few hours from 50 places in Russia, the bank basically just gets triggered and it locked his accounts. I'm not sure if perhaps somebody tried to send money from other places beyond Russia, but that's what happened. And I mean, that's naturally something that could happen, right? I mean, I know for me, when we were setting up the deposit for this place, we had to bring some money from Australia here. And there's a 24-hour hold when you send the money from Australia to Russia. And there's nothing we can do about that because the bank has to take precautions about who we're sending the money to and from, how we're sending it. So yeah, mine is essentially not set up in Russia. That's why it doesn't panic or worry or block, if you like. Yeah, Countryside Acres. Anu. He is Dutch, by the way. Yes, Arand. His family's in Holland. Yes. A great time listening. Oh, cool. You watched his live stream. Nice. Podcast. Yeah, he likes to call them podcasts. Thank you. Good luck with the appliances. Thank you, Brian. Yes, we'll be getting something very soon. I'll talk about it when we do get it and things like that. We just have to now fit. It's really down to my wife a lot as well, like what she'd prefer to use, because she's the one that's mostly using these things. I would like to buy an air fryer. Do you have an idea about a good place in Moscow? Well, you can go to MVideo, which is in almost every shopping center in Moscow, or to DNS. So DNS is an electronics store as well. Mostly DNS has a lot of computer stuff, but any MVideo, electronics, what do you call it? Like home store. They're in every shopping center in Moscow, in Russia. Generally, they're everywhere. Online, I guess you could buy them from Wildberries and Ozon, but then you don't really know the product. I like to go to a shop, like a kitchen shop, and touch them and play with them and press the buttons. Thank you, Tom. Yes, thank you so much. How much does a small plot of land cost in Russia to build a house? Well, that would vary about where it is. I mean, you can pay as little as $2,000, or you could spend 200,000 or 2 million. But it's really the region, how far you would be from Moscow. Most people who get dachas or country houses, dachas are something that people just use seasonally. It really depends on the distance from Moscow. I mean, you're going to be getting things that are 60, 100, 200 kilometers from Moscow as a minimum, because even I'm 50 kilometers away and it's not far from Moscow. Yeah, it's impossible question kind of to answer. Stay the way you are. Politics and non-politics, your videos are great the way they are. Thank you, Susan. Cheers. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was even a bit hesitant. If you noticed on the video where I was filming the changing of the guard, there was a guy there. I just showed it briefly. The guy there holding with a flag and some posters. So there's always somebody in that Alexander Garden and Plochet Revoluce area right there. Like somebody kind of, you could say the word protesting, but they're basically just airing their grievances, let's call it. And there was another guy also by the ministry. Which ministry office is it? The State Duma. There was a guy standing outside the State Duma just with a flag, and that's it. And he's literally by the door of the building. And because I got off at the other station and walked past him to cross over. They won't lock it. Yeah, I guess it depends on how you're going to send it. That's the key to that. Yeah, you'd have to be here to open a bank account. Yeah, I guess you can do it in smaller amounts. That's what we did to bring the money to Australia for the deposit for this place. I have the money in Hungary. I don't think you need any proof of anything. You just send the money in or bring the money with you. Thank you, Susan. Yes, we're going to get off I'm going to do a 5-minute countdown because we've passed now the 5 minutes that I was going to do to say goodnight. My favorite to visit for a little need inside of me. Yes, I like walking in them too. Thank you, Evelyn. Yeah, Tom. Yes, he has a nice place. We're going to have a YouTube summit in where he lives in in Russia. Why are Russian houses so small compared to Australian? I guess a lot of people live in apartments because it's more cost effective. I guess during Soviet times and under USSR, apartments were given to a lot of people to create employment in different regions, part of social housing schemes. And, these are bigger than what they were even if in the older apartments. The underground mall in the financial district. Yes. Oh, that's Afi Mall. Catch Mall you went to seemed interesting as well. Each could be a separate video. Yeah, Nancy, I really should do one just on Afi Mall. So, by the way, Afi Mall is Africa, Africa, Israel Mall. That's what AFI means. Africa Israel Mall. And actually, the guy that showed me around the apartment in the other video, he told me that because he obviously lives there and knows that place, right? So I never knew that actually to this day, to when he told me what was it like last week? I think there is also El Dorado. Yes, there's an El Dorado that's the shopping center where I live. Well, small shopping center. It's a small 3-level shopping center. But there's an El Dorado in there where I can go in and buy things. There is actually a DNS store that's mostly for online and pickup, but they've got a small section in there. But the El Dorado has actually got fridges, washing machines, everything in there. The bridge with the small shops in cool too. Yes, that's the I call it Bagatron Bridge, Bagration Bridge. Yeah, it's a little bit run down compared to what it feels like when you walk through it. It needs a bit of remodeling in there. Essentially, all the little shops block the windows looking out over the river. Thank you also for super sticker. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. I noticed that now people can put likes on people's donations, which is very, very cool. You've got 1 thumbs up, whoever's clicked it for you. That's pretty cool that you can do that, actually. Exodus, thank you so much. Have a good evening. American 6 acres or more with a house on it. Yeah, I guess it depends. It really depends on the region in Russia. And then what services it has. Is it a new area? Is it an old area? Is it a new development? I want to pay taxes and heat square meters. Right. That's very true. No point heating whole houses if you don't really need all the rooms. Yeah, thank you for the apartment. Yeah, that was very cool. Yeah, so that was actually a channel subscriber who reached out to me and suggested that I come and visit him. Actually, we really, the filming was only about, well, the length, it wasn't even more than how long the video was. And we chatted for about 2 or 3 hours about he'd gone on cruises. So we had a mutual love of cruise ships as well. So it was super nice to just chat to him about everything that we both knew about. What's the point of an air fryer? You can't eat air. Yes. That's true. Bagriton. I'm still going to get it wrong. Thanks, Dan. Thank you so much. Good evening. Dobro utra. Spoki noki. Crunchy Dream. Yes, which is Krispy Kreme, really. It's now called Crunchy Dream. Watch them all. Thank you. HWZ. An interesting fact, during the 90s, homes were getting more spacious, but now the trend reversed and they're getting smaller. Well, that's fair. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess prior to the 80s was all of the Soviet and apartments that were built under USSR times. And then they got bigger because, they built bigger buildings, I guess, and, less apartments in a building. But now you can even get like micro apartments. It's like studio ones can be, I think there was some like 10 square meter one or something on the social media. I saw on one Telegram post a long time back. Samiris, on the Telegram chat, Traveling with Russell chat, we are trying to organize a channel meetup. Yes, we're going to go for a lunch, I think, at a cafe. That's the plan. Probably within the next month, we're going to do it. It's kind of going to be like an invite thing because we're going to need a little bit of a list of names. Because it could be 3 people turn up, it could be 300. We don't want to go to a cafe and we can't have everybody sit down, right? So, but yeah, the Traveling with Russell Telegram channel, or the chat part of it, we're definitely trying to organize something. Okay, everybody, I'm going to head on out of here. Thank you for whoever's sticking around to the very end of the live stream. Thank you to 150 people who clicked thumbs up or like on the video. Dan, you're off to bed. Yes, me too, because now there's no more sport to watch. And I've got to go out and film a video somewhere tomorrow. Yeah, if you haven't seen the latest videos, everybody, the one that I did just showing the changing of the guard or the eternal flame, not a very long video. Actually, it was a bit longer than I realized, actually, when I put it all together. I didn't realize I'd filmed a little bit more than probably necessary. The one before that was when I went to the Vietnamese shopping mall, which a channel subscriber suggested I go to. Hanoi, Moscow, on the northeast of Moscow. That's really 2 hours on the other side of Moscow to me, by the way. Hanoi, Moscow. And then before that I went back to Crocus City to do a walkthrough of all the buildings there, showing the different shopping centers at Crocus City. Yeah, Paka. Yes, Paka. All the people in the chat, yes. And David, of course, will be in Telegram. Pretty active. Actually, quite a lot of people that are in the live stream tonight are on the Telegram chat. So super, super nice of everybody. Again, thank you for people that did super chats and super stickers. I think, like somebody mentioned there, for temporary air fryer or microwave is good for like reheating and cooking, but then an oven obviously is the ultimate thing, right? I mean, even if we buy an oven and put it in the existing kitchen, it could work out in this place as well. We don't need the fridge because we've got it. We don't need this because we've got it. We've got that. Obviously, we'd still need that, and then the whole kitchen as well. This would be very nice. Thank you so much. I can't read Russian. Oh, good night. Oh, yes. Dobro utro, everybody. Tom, thank you. John, David, Plastic Russian, the Plastic Russian. I always forget it's like not Plastic Russian. Because the thing is, your channel is like quite standalone, so it's actually kind of easy to remember. It makes sense, the whole story. Thanks to whoever did donation alerts. If you are in Russia or not, you can use donation alerts no matter where you are in the world. It's a little bit easier for people in Russia because it's something that's known already for people who are streamers and gamers and different things. Yeah, if maybe someone's done Boosty or PayPal or there's no more things. I stopped using Buy Me a Coffee because they want to block it in Russia. So that's no more. I'm not now putting it in any of the new video descriptions, so it's kind of gone. Thanks, everybody. If you want to comment on this video after it's finished, you're welcome to put a comment underneath. I'll try to catch up with the replies to existing comments on the channel because there's so many, it's hard to keep up. I'll see you in another live stream, probably later in the week or on the weekend. And I know somebody did mention about my wife trying to get her on a live stream. I want her really to do the the oven live stream, not do it myself. It makes more sense because she's the one that's the user. So, saying dobra noche. What about dobra noche? Is that the same words? Saying good night is more correct. So good night. Yes. Thank you. I don't like doing this translation. So, adequate show me guy. Thank you. So I guess oven is just a big air fryer. That's true. JJ, that's very true. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm going to click end stream. And that's always what I don't like to do because I don't like to leave everybody that's here stranded. But I guess you can watch an old video on the channel if you want to stay watching Traveling with Russell. Maybe click the channel and then go to oldest video first and look at some of my old ones to see when I didn't really understand what I was doing as much as I am now. So, Brisbane. Oh, hello in Brisbane. Good time for the live stream for everybody in Australia. Well, I think so anyway. In Vegas, you guys like to call it over there. I watch a YouTube channel called the Aussie Flipper, and he buys and sells on eBay and buys from flea markets. And I think he might live further up. He goes to Carrara Markets. Is it called Carrara Markets? I'm not sure if that's Brisbane or not, but yes, go to bed. Thank you, Erica. All right. Catch you later. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you in another live stream. And I'm off on another adventure. Bye.